بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له أشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا my brothers in Islam. We're going to start today inshallah with the 14th lesson of Arabiyyah Bayna Yadayk, book 1, part 1. And I spoke about التراكيب النحوية التراكيب النحوية, what means the grammatical compositions. So مفردها, its single form is تركيب. تركيب is a composition. For example, مثلا تركيب الدواء, the composition of the medicine, what it's been made of out. So tarkibun is a composition or a setup or assembling or formulation or a structure. So the grammatical compositions, the grammatical structures, what they mean actually with this is how you make actually a sentence in Arabic language. Out of what does a sentence consist of in Arabic language. If you make a sentence in English, you need a verb, you need a subject, you need an object, you get maybe some prepositions between them. Likewise, in the Arabic language, when setting up, when formulating, when assembling, when composing a sentence, you need a few things. You need a verb, and a verb has a subject, and a subject has sometimes an object, etc. So, like I said, this is extra information. So don't worry about that, my brothers in Islam. So, النحوية is the grammatical, and التراكيب is the compositions. So the grammatical compositions, the Arabic you say the other way around. You say the compositions, the grammatical. So by being that said, النحوية is the grammatical. Okay. وهي كلمة, and it's a word مأخوذة من, that is being taken from this word, and that is كلمة, the word نحو. And nahwun means in Arabic language grammar. Nahwun is so important, this word. It's just like the importantness of the word grammar. You know how important grammar is, the word grammar. Okay. Likewise, in the Arabic language, the word nahwun means grammar is very important. So you can say nahwun, or you can say it a bit longer, give it the full version by saying ilmun nahwi, the science of grammar. Ilmun is a science, so ilmun nahwi is mudafun mudaf ilayh. That's why it's one dam on the first word and a kasr on the second, the science of grammar. And whenever you find this of, the English of between two words, know that there is mudafun mudafun ilayh. Like for example, Abdullahi, the servant of Allah. You see the of between two words. Kitabu Khalidin, the book of Khalid. The pen of Sa'id, Qalamu Sa'idin. But this is something else. I will not talk about that now. Idan, so, فمعنى العبارة, so the meaning of the phrase is grammatical compositions. Now, and you will learn here grammatical rules, but not in a hard way, in a soft way, in an easy way. That's what I like of this book. Easy way, okay? For example, Pakistaniyun, as you can see in the first picture. هل أنت باكستانيون? You will learn that Pakistaniyun has two dhamma. Ana is the pronoun for I. So they don't give you these tables and these schedules. You will learn it in a very easy way. Okay. So I really like that of this book. So you will learn grammar without really feeling it and not feeling the hardness of grammar sometimes. Another thing I want to mention, this is تنبيه, this is a remark. هذه السلسلة, this series, تحتوي على consists of قواعد نحوية, grammatical rules or grammatical principles. The single form is قاعدة, a rule or principle. So it consists of many grammatical principles. على قواعد نحوية كثيرة, خصوصا especially في الكتاب الثالث والرابع, especially in the third and in the fourth book. What are both green? The green books, the third and the fourth book. So if two brown, okay, there are two brown books. We have two brown books, and then we have two green books. Okay, two brown books, meaning chapter 1 to 8 in one book and 9 to 16 in the second book. And then we have the green books, the two green books, what I will suggest to be called the third and the fourth book. That's also 1 to 8, and then the second green book is from 9 to chapter 16. So in the third and the fourth book, there are many grammar rules. Really, many grammar rules, grammatical rules. إذن so خصوصا especially في الكتاب الثالث والرابع الأخضرين, in the two green books, the third and the fourth green books. لكنني, but I, أنصح الإخوة, I advise the brothers, الراغبين في, that have a desire to, a desire in extra, في المزيد, in extra, min of, النحوي, grammar. So those brothers who have a desire in extra grammar, I advise them أن يدرسوا, to study this book, سلسلة اللغة العربية, or you can call it دروس اللغة العربية, of the للجامعة الإسلامية بالمدينة النبوية, the Arabic, the series of the Arabic language of the Islamic University of Medina, or you can call it the Arabic lessons in the Arabic language of the Islamic University of Medina. And it's written by a Sheikh al-Doctor al-Hindi, by the Sheikh al-Doctor, and you know that the word doctor is used for the one who has gained his PhD, as well as doctorun is used for doctor, but preferably you say tabibun for a doctor, because that's the proper way of saying it in Arabic. But the word doctorun is used as the one who studied, who gained his PhD. Al-Hindi, so he's from India, the Indian Sheikh, the Indian doctor, Fa Abdul Rahim. So I advise you all, my brothers in Islam, those who are eager to add grammatical rules, to go through this book. And this book, my brothers in Islam, the Medina books, they really go along with Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, and they don't clash. Okay? They don't clash. Rather, one book fills the other up. One book helps the other. So it's really something that can go along with it. Although Al-Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk is more, especially in the first two books, is more teaching you how to speak Arabic, while the Medina books, although it teaches you that, it's more into grammar. That's my personal experience with the Medina books, my brothers in Islam. This is what I have felt. مع شرح في اليوتيوب, with an explanation on the YouTube. So this book, Medina books, they are explained on YouTube. You find maybe some different explainers of the Medina book. I know personally one, but I don't prefer to direct you. I want to leave it to yourself. You can yourself see with which explanation you are the most comfortable with. So this is the book, my brothers in Islam. I will show you the book, inshallah. I hope inshallah it's clear. I hope it's clear, inshallah. You can see the book. I hope it's clear, inshallah. This is the book. Okay. And as you see, it's an Arabic only book. And the only thing you see in English is maybe the cover. Okay. And if you open it, the inner cover is also some introduction, and then it's all Arabic. From then on, it's all Arabic. Okay, it's all Arabic. But because this is an English cover, they give you some extra information here in English. Some extra information here in English. Okay, you see some English with translation. But this is like added to the book. Okay, that's added to the book. Yani this here is like, you can say the book ends here because it's Arabic only. So this is just extra of those English speaking brothers. Okay, if you just one moment please. The cover normally used is like this, just like a normal cover. This, this is normally the kind of book you receive in Medina University, just a normal cover. There will be no English. Okay, so they've just changed the cover here because this is one that you buy, while this is like the one you normally get if you study in the University of Medina. Okay, just a normal cover, no English to see. But they are the same. The inside is all the same. Okay. Subhanallah, this author, Dr. Abdul Rahim, Abdul Rahim, nowadays in the time we live now, subhanallah, you will not see many people who have such a love for the Arabic language as this man. Dr. Abdul Rahim, he was born in India. He is a non-Arab, and he has written a book that has become a curriculum of the Islamic University of Medina. Thousands and thousands of students. The amount of students there, about 6,000 students. It's a huge university. But those who are enrolling in the language institute, the 2 years language institute, before coming to actually starting the 4-year university program, they're also in thousands that have gone through that program. And in the books he has written, it's not, this is book 2, there is book 1, there is book 2, there is book 3. So he has a whole series. And it's just amazing the qabul, the acceptance that this book had in the ummah. This is one of the most famous books for learning Arabic, and it was maybe one of the only books, I don't say the only book, but one of the best books written for non-Arabs you know, the Riyadh Islamic University, Muhammad ibn Saud, they have their own book. If you go to al-Qura, Mecca, they teach as well the Arabic there. But this book, this is, you have Kitab al-Asasi, there are different books, okay? Don't get me wrong. But this book, the Durus al-Lughat al-Arabiyyah, the Medina books, they call them the Medina books. They had such a widespread acceptance in the Ummah. This was one of the most books that have been taught for non-Arabs, the Arabic language, until the Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk came. Okay, Al-Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, it was they call it a game changer. It changed. Like I've mentioned, we're talking about zeros, 000, so many institutes in the world that have introduced Al-Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk in the curriculum. Even in Egypt, if brothers go there to learn Arabic, they will see the same book in many places. Al-Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, I don't say that is this versus this, but let me just say one thing. Both books are good, okay? Both books are good and they can go along together. They are not contradicting, okay? They're both, the goal is one, and that's to teach you the pure Arabic language without slang. Like I said, Akhi, the Dr. Abdul Rahim, I don't know in these days many who have such a love for the Arabic language like him. He's, like I said, Indian, born in 1933 in India, and he had such a love for the Arabic language that he used to send letters to the embassies, the Arabic embassies in the world. He used to send letters to send him Arabic books. He just wanted to read the Arabic language, okay? He sent letters, and subhanallah, some of the embassies, they sent him the books, and the books arrived in India. So he had such a love for the Arabic language. Although he had his masters in English language, he did his masters again. He did his masters twice. Once in the English language, and another masters in the Arabic language. And he went so far in his love for studying Arabic that he sent a letter to the leader of Egypt at that time. Like I said, he was born in 1933. When India was still occupied by the English Empire at that time. So he sent a letter to the leader of Egypt, and this just shows his love for learning the Arabic language, and he asked him to study in the university in Egypt, to study there the Arabic language. So he went to Egypt, and he studied there in Azhar, and he went to Sudan, and he studied there as well Arabic. And when he heard about the Islamic University of Medina, he sent a letter to Sheikh Ibn Baz, rahimahullah, and a personal letter, and alhamdulillah, the Sheikh accepted him. You know, the Sheikh Ibn Baz, he was responsible of the University of Medina. So he accepted him in the University of Medina, and then he went there and he taught the Arabic language to the non-Arabic speakers that came to Medina University at that time, long ago, subhanallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the Shaykh, and just amazing, you know, subhanallah. He has been through some difficulties while studying in Egypt, Sudan, times of sabr. So, alhamdulillah, he went to a place to increase his Arabic, and to increase his knowledge in Arabic, I will not say the name, he went to a place and he went there and they did not welcome him with open arms. They just delayed him and delayed him, and he was there for maybe more than a month trying to enroll. So he went to one of the government people there, and straight away he said, go there, I get you enrolled, straight away. So he went back, and the employee that was turning him away for more than a month and not accepting him, when he got the phone call of the responsible of one of the government people, when the Sheikh Abdul Rahim went back to the place there, the employee told him, where were you? I'm waiting for you for a month. Where was you all the time? Subhanallah. It's really ajib. You're not accepting me. You're turning me away for more than a month. And when you receive a high phone call of a high profile person, you're telling me, where was you? Like I've been searching for you. Like, you know what I mean? Where was you all the time? So that's some people, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide them, you need sabr in learning Arabic, you need sabr in traveling for seeking knowledge. You might get ill, many things might happen during your travel of seeking knowledge. So the Sheikh, subhanallah, he's from India and ending up in Egypt and ending up in Sudan and then to Medina. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from him. It's very great, subhanallah, what he has done for the ummah. Inshallah, it's sadaqah jariyah. When inshallah, if he dies, we're all going to die, it will be sadaqah jariyah, a sadaqah that is continuing in its rewards after the death, because he will leave knowledge behind. This book, the Medina course. Anyway, I advise those brothers who are eager to learn to go through to the Medina course book, inshallah, if they want to increase their knowledge of Arabic. And I think that if you watch 1 or 2 videos a week, that it will definitely help you a lot. It will definitely help you a lot, inshallah. كما أنصح, likewise I advise الإخوة, the brothers, الراغبين, that are desiring in increasing المزيد من العلم النحوي, of those who are desiring extra science of grammar. I advise them with this book, الآجرومية. الآجرومية too is one of the most famous books in the Arabic grammar. I think it's the most famous one for the beginning student of knowledge, and Alfiyatu ibn Malik is the most famous one for the advanced students. So I would advise them with this book, but with an explanation, مع شرح الشيخ ابن عثيمين رحمه الله, with the explanation of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymin rahimahullah, and he has explained this book. I have an old version. شرح الأجرومية شرح الأجرومية of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymin, Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymin. He has a very, mashallah, very nice explanation of this book. كما أنصحهم, likewise I advise them بكتابي, with the book النحو الواضح. النحو الواضح, what means the clear grammar, of written by 2 authors, علي الجارم ومصطفى أمين. So علي الجارم ومصطفى أمين. نعود إلى الكتاب, we go back to the book. فمعنى عبارتي, so the meaning of the phrase التراكيب النحوية is the grammatical compositions. وهي عبارة معقدة. And here means it here. It's a phrase what is complex. It's a complex phrase. But don't worry about it. Okay. التدريب الأول, the first exercise. تبادل you can read after me. تبادل السؤال والجواب مع زميلك كما في المثالين. So this sentence means exchange the question and the answer with your classmate like in the two examples. So now inshallah I'm going to try to cut it in pieces, the sentence. So تبادل, it comes from it comes from this verb تبادل. تبادل is he exchanged. Okay, so we do an exercise, we exchange. So you do one time and I do one time. This is what I mean with exchanging. Okay, exchange the question and the answer with your classmate, meaning you do one sentence, I do one sentence. So تبادل الشخصان الهدايا. تبادل الشخصان الهدايا. I gave you an example sentence. تبادل الشخصان الهدايا is the two persons or the two people, they exchanged the al-hadaya, the gifts. Al-hadaya is plural. And the single form is hadiyatun. Tashadda on the ya and ta marbota. It's one gift, one present, a present or a gift. تبادل الجيشان الأسرى. Another sentence. The two armies, al-jayshun is army, so al-jayshani is the two armies, they exchanged al-asra, the prisoners of war. Okay, each one gave the prisoners of war that they had of the other party. And al-asra is prisoners of war, and the single form is asirun with the ya. So تبادل, he exchanged. يتبادل is the present tense form. He's exchanging. He is exchanging. تبادل is exchange. This is the command, and this is the one we have here, and it has a kasra in the book because there is iltiqa'u sakinain, the meeting of two sukuns. But normally it's what? تبادل. تبادلا is exchanging. فهو متبادل, so he's the exchanger. والمفعول, the اسم مفعول is متبادل. That what has been exchanged. So عند كل تدريب, at each exercise, فيه كلمة تبادل, wherein you find the word تبادل, exchange. وهي كثيرة جدا في هذا الكتاب, and there are many in this book. أوقف هذا المقطع, then you stop this video. وتبادل التدريب فيما بينك وبين زميلك, and exchange the exercise between you and your classmate. أو مع نفسك, or with yourself إذا كنت وحيدا, if you are alone. ثم بعد ذلك استمع إلى حل التدريب, and then after that listen to the solving of the question, of the exercise. I will stop here inshallah, and until our next class inshallah. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.